Are you looking for a new laptop to DJ with and not really sure whether you should get a Mac or a PC? Then today I'm going to talk through my journey with the train of thoughts of buying a laptop and also hopefully give you some advice as well. So let's get stuck in. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, my first tip is to do with latency. Make sure you get a decent tech specification on your MacBook or Windows laptop. It doesn't even matter really. Just make sure they're compatible to the software that you're going to use and take it from there. Because if you're going to get a cheap laptop that's like 200 quid say, then that's probably not ideal because you might have latency issues and the wave of the DJing tracks that you've got on your software might be skipping, and then you might be having audio issues. Not ideal really if you want to be performing in front of a group of people. The next thing is your use of the laptop as well. So MacBook versus Windows, again, I don't think it matters, but from a strategy point of view, if you're going to use one laptop for both gigging and music production, I'd probably think twice about that because it's quite risky if you've got loads of files saved for music production onto your computer. So you might have a lot of VSTs, etc. on there, so that bulks out the amount of hard drive space that you've got or used up on your MacBook or Windows. So my point being, again, you might have issues with smoothly running software on your DJ software. So that's another thing to consider too. So a quick tip, even if you have 1 terabyte of hard drive space on your laptop, and that laptop is your DJing laptop, then make sure that you get a external hard drive or cloud storage or both, and then back up your music. So if something does actually go wrong with your laptop, then your music's safe and fine. So make sure you get it backed up. The MacBook, in my opinion, is slightly easier to plug and play USB devices, so like DJ controllers and other external devices for music production. Say, I find that a bit easier in MacBook, but having said that, I do feel like some of the Windows laptops that you can get are reaching that standard where you don't have to update the drivers so much, and that's I find a bit annoying. So typically and historically actually MacBook's been better at that, but I do feel like Windows is catching up with that plug and play aspect of laptops for DJing especially. You have to consider the budget that you have available and the amount of years use that you might potentially get out of having a MacBook or a Windows laptop. So I think what I want to share with you really is how many issues are you going to have with the products that you're going to buy in general. So say my MacBook, the 2009 version, I only had one issue with that, and that was one virus, and then that wiped all the music. I actually had everything backed up, which is really good. I practice what I preach. But the other thing is the Windows, and I've had like non-laptop PCs, so normal desktop for music production anyway. But the point being is that I've had way more viruses on that, but that's like sort of back in the day. But nowadays I do feel like the security levels are definitely catching up to MacBook as well. So I don't think you have any issues there. As I mentioned, you do need to check the tech specifications of the software that match the compatibility of the computer that you're buying. So I've just delved into the website for Recordbox and Serato DJ Pro as well, and done a bit of comparison. But what you'll find is that they're very similar. So Recordbox and Serato DJ Pro, they require 4 gigabytes of RAM each. The Recordbox requires 2 gig of hard drive space or more, and I don't think that's factored in the amount of music that you're going to use on top of that, so you've got to consider the space for that as well. But Serato DJ requires a bit more at 5 gigabytes, which is all doable with the examples I'm going to show you after this. So let's delve into some comparisons that I found for the laptops themselves. Okay, so you can see the top one is MacBook and the bottom one is a Lenovo. They're pretty much the same size, and the Core i5 is on both. The gigahertz is slightly different. We've got 3.1 on the MacBook and 2.1 on the Lenovo, which in my opinion is not a massive issue. The RAM is exactly the same, and also they have a 256 gigabyte SSD. So I think if you're going gigging, there's more than likely you're going to have backup and USB plugs or USB sticks plugging into your laptop anyway, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. And to be fair, look at the price difference. The MacBook, in this case, is a renewed version, which means nearly brand new, which probably means it might have been refurbished as well. So that shows you how expensive a 2017 MacBook that's refurbished, not brand new, is still £1,000. And then on the flip side, you can get a slightly slower Lenovo laptop, brand new, for £649. It's crazy. But yeah, there you go. If you've got obviously less budget, it makes sense to go for a Windows, a Lenovo. But if you're going to use it for a bit of playing around with music production on the side, say, with the DJing as well, and you don't have to worry about money so much, then go for the MacBook. My experience with the MacBook is that I shopped around and bought a lower grade, or not lower grade, like a later year. So I think mine's 2016 or 17, and I got that for £1,700. And I think what's important is to make sure that you get it around this time of year, around the Black Friday deals, and you'll be absolutely golden. You should find that you'll pick up some deals. So that's the final bit of advice on that one. In summary, so for me personally, I'm sticking with a MacBook for now, and going gigging and stuff, then yeah, I think I might consider buying a Windows laptop like the Lenovo example, just from a cost point of view. Always check the connections on the side. So what I mean by that is the USBs. Damn it, I bought the laptop and I actually didn't read that it had USB-Cs only. And to be honest, I find that a bit annoying, especially when DJing, because you're having to, like, if you want to connect stuff, you have to buy the adapters. Annoying. Consider that one in your purchasing decision too. And the final point is a bit counterintuitive to this whole video, but you don't actually need a laptop to DJ these days, especially when I'm seeing online all these reviews of like DJ controllers, like the all-in-one built-in DJ controllers, which are awesome. They've got the computer itself built in, and you can load the music onto that, into the actual device itself. Actually, probably a prediction for the future, laptops might be phased out unless you're a DVS DJ, digital vinyl system DJ. But yeah, we'll see. The future of technology changes rapidly. But yeah, I hope this video helped, guys. If you want to visit beatmatchguru.com, then do that. You can also search in Google for it. Lots of DJing tips and advice. Got some recommended gear as well. If you'd like to buy anything, click on the links. It helps me out. It's Amazon affiliates. Good time of year to do it as well. So yeah, we'll see you next time, and enjoy.